Thank you for joining You've Got Questions, We've Got Answers. This week's question is, can I use restorative practices to address current societal and political conflict? So restorative practices is a really great platform to be able to address any type of conflict. I would caution any educator, any community leader, and parents who are looking to use restorative practices as the vehicle to address conflict if you haven't done the prerequisite work to make restorative practices work. Restorative practices really is built on a foundation of relationships. When you start to study restorative practices, when you become trained as a restorative practitioner, you will be told that 80% of what you do with restorative practices should be building relationships. So if you have built healthy, adequate relationships, you can leverage those relationships into great conversations on how we deal with conflict, how we get to the best resolutions in situations that have involved conflict. If you have not built those relationships, restorative practices would not be a good tool for you to use. What would happen is you would put your students into a circle and the conflict will only heighten because there's not the prerequisite relationship that's built on trust, mutual understanding, acceptance of each other, all those great characteristics. So can restorative practices be used? Yes. But again, I would caution you that if it is your first time using restorative practices, I would not put any high-level conflict kind of situations into restorative practices. I would concentrate on building the initial relationship and using the tenets of restorative practices as what I use to build that relationship. And from there, then I would engage in some higher level problem solving, some difficult situations that deal with conflict. And I would use that same vehicle of the restorative circle concept to address those issues. At the conclusion of this video, there's going to be some resources that will help you to better understand restorative practices, but also some easy ways that you can start implementing and building relationships with your students that would allow for great opportunities to address societal issues that are popping up under the umbrella of social justice issues and political issues in the climate that we're in. Thank you, and I hope you have an excellent day.